Hey, everybody, and welcome to the show Adolf Hitler himself once called a democracy dumpster fire and a complete slap into the face to the true king of the Americas, Donald Trump. Oh, it's the 42 show.
Welcome everybody in a newsroom the size of Arnold Palmer's underpants. We got some stories tonight that we're not going to be covering, like the story about hundreds of rounds of cheddar worth more than £300,000 have been stolen from London cheese specialist Neil's Yard Dairy. If anyone sees any cheese, let us know.
And also Sylvester in the alleyway.
And also, chocolate fans are furious after learning people are pronounces Reese's completely wrong. And I haven't read the story, so I probably just did it. How do you say Reese's? Reese's. Well, there you go. I just did it. Yeah.
It's Reese.
But we're trying to clean up the show tonight, so we will not be mentioning any more penises tonight. So we'll just go straight over to the first story, and there'll be no penises involved.
That's right. We go from penis straight to the cock. It's Donald Trump. Reportedly once said that he needed the kind of generals that Hitler had. I'm sorry, the kind of generals that Hitler had. He said this in private conversations during his time in the White House, as one of his former chief of staff said he met the criteria for a fascist. The claim comes as part of a report in The Atlantic, which states that the former president held a disdain and misunderstanding of the military as a whole. I need the kind of generals Hitler had, people who were totally loyal to him, that follow orders. The claims were vehemently denied by the Trump campaign, blah, blah, blah. However, in a new interview with The Times, former Trump's chief of staff, John Kelly, said the former president meets the definition of a fascist and, if reelected, would govern like a dictator if allowed. Looking at the definition of fascism, it's a far-right authoritarian, ultra-nationalist political ideology and movement characterized by a dictatorial leader, centralized autocracy, militarism, forcible suppression of opposition, belief in a natural social hierarchy. Like, that's this guy's quote, right? And he says, in my experience, those are the kind of things that he thinks would work better in terms of running America. He added that the former president's recent comments about using the military against what he called the enemy within were so dangerous that he felt he had to speak out. Kelly had also previously accused Trump of making similar remarks. Reportedly, Trump once asked him, why can't you be like the German generals? You know, per the book, Kelly explained to Trump that German generals tried to kill Hitler 3 times and almost pulled it off, right?
Yeah.
And Trump's response was, no. They were totally loyal to him. That was it. Just no.
Oh, right. No, that didn't happen.
Yeah, no. And history is what I make it. I have the golden lavatory, you know. And Kelly confirmed that Trump had been referring to military leaders under Hitler when he discussed German generals, so it's very confirmed. Kelly said that Trump praised aspect of Hitler's leadership. He said, well, Hitler did some good things. Kelly came back with what? He rebuilt the economy. But he did it on the backs of people expecting to get cars for the money they were giving the government, and instead it was put into a war machine. You unbelievable butt lick.
But he built all those lovely motorways, the ones for troop movement,
Yeah, those luxury resort hotels that were turned into kidnap camps and stuff. I mean, it's just, it's so bad, there's just another insight into Trump and the people that have actually worked with him, he also, just to finish this one off, because I can't leave this out, he talked more than once about, in a very bad way, about former Senator John McCain and former President George Bush, because they're veterans and were shot down during Vietnam and World War II, respectively. Also, Trump didn't want to be seen in the presence of military amputees because it didn't look good for him.
Yeah. There was also that story about the veteran who was going to have a funeral service, and he went like $60,000 to bury a Mexican. Get out of here! I'm not paying for that.
Exactly. So I mean, the race is close, and we've only got a couple of weeks left. So make sure you do everything you can to inform those around you who this man truly is.
Please. Thank you. Well, it doesn't matter anyway, because if he does get in, we're all fucked anyway, because the UN's latest emissions gap report paints a dire picture of the global climate trajectory, signaling that the limiting global warming to the 1.5 degree C target is virtually zero without immediate or unprecedented global action. Greenhouse gas emissions in 2023 reached record highs, increasing at a rate nearly double that of the previous decade. And the report projects a temperature of 3.1 degrees C by the a rise of 3.9. No, that's not the overall temperature, but a rise of 3.1 degrees C by the end of the century, marking a substantial deviation from the Paris Agreement goals. Ooh, it's getting a bit toasty around here.
Yeah. You know, I heard a rumor. I don't know if it's true or not, but Musk is looking into what's his name there? Superman's greatest villain, Lex Luthor's plan of knocking half of California off so he could back up into the more greener areas and own it all.
Yes, I think it's just going to go back to Mars, where it's cooler. Yeah. So following on from this, some wealthy countries, including the US, the UK, and United EU nations, have managed to peak the emissions. The reduction pace lags behind what's needed to counteract rapid emissions growth in developing economies such as China, India, and Indonesia. Those buses are pumping it out like nobody's business, and we can't do anything about it. UNEP's executive director, Inga Anderson, emphasized the urgency, calling for immediate large-scale mobilization before next month's UN climate summit in Baku, Azerbaijan, where further emissions cutting commitments will be a central focus.
Yeah. This is there's some countries in the world who get right pissy when people like us in North America show up and go, "Oh, how dare you cut down any more of the rainforest? We need that. You can't do it." And they stand there going, "You cleared a third of your own country because you needed it for farmland and stuff and whatnot. And now you come here and tell us not to because what you did screwed things up. So now we like it." And now it's the same thing with this stuff. "Oh, you can't go through an industrial age anymore. You're not allowed to. We did it and screwed up, so nobody else can." There is a taste of that in some people's mouths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can understand that, but doesn't matter if we're all dead. So thanks, thanks, Industrial Revolution.
No, I totally agree, and it's not a good argument because you can't add a whole country's worth right now in that. Looking like this, right? We're in trouble here.
Yeah. What we need to do is invade those countries so we can share, our wealth around a bit more, liberally. That's what we should do. Just world war. That will sort it out.
Oh, funny. Speaking of which, I got a doozy of a story for the after show, and it's sort of based on this one in a way. So I know that's the Washington Post on the screen, but this is kind of a story about Jeff Bezos. So bear with me here, because Bezos is the one that stepped in and stopped the Washington Post endorsing Kamala Harris for president. The Post has a history going back, always having an endorsement for a long time, and they're no longer doing it. And it's because Bezos stepped in and said, "Nope, not going to happen." And, funny how the newer owner of the place won't let them go against the guy who would be very good for billionaires. But The newspaper published an article by two staff reporters saying that the editorial page staffers had drafted an endorsement of Democratic nominee Kamala Harris over GOP nominee Trump. The decision not to publish was made by the Post's owner, Amazon founder Jeff Bezos. And Trump in the past had been critical of Bezos and the Post over a couple of things in 2016 and 20. And then in a lawsuit in 2019, Amazon claimed that it had lost a $10 billion cloud computing contract because Trump had used improper pressure. And so there seems to be this big thing going on in the background. And Bezos and Trump are probably trying to make happy because, you know, billionaires make billionaires, right? Who knows? But the end result is the Post has dropped their endorsement and they have had subscription losses in the thousands being reported online because of this. There's a couple of quotes here. Where is it here? Sorry, everybody. Yeah, so 10,000 comments were posted on the article, and most of them were blasting the Post for the decision, saying they were canceling subscriptions. And here's a quote. The most consequential election in our country's history, modern history, a choice between fascism and democracy. And you sit this one out? Cowards, unethical, fearful cowards, wrote one reader. And, oh, by the way, I'm canceling my subscription because you are putting business ahead of ethics and morals. And it just goes on and on and on. It's hilarious how these billionaire types that try to play billionaire games can continuously piss off the average people. But because these billionaire types that play billionaire games own all the media sources and this and that and whatnot, we're left with fuck all, but they're crap.
Yeah, I know. I mean, you can't throw words around like ethics and morals when you're talking about a newspaper. Crying out loud.
True, but
they're the worst.
Yeah, but the Washington Post, for the most part, still had a good reputation, and this has really hurt them now because, you know, they obviously have a left-leaning thing to their editorial and so on, and now they won't just simply say it. I think they should have done it. I think it's crazy, but no doubt when you got somebody like Bezos in charge, that the message gets muddled. When the billionaire can come in and say, no, we're not reporting. No, wait a minute. You can't get in the way of news. You just get the profits. Oh, no, I get to say. So the article went on. There's no need of naming the names, but a whole bunch of high-ranking staff have already told them to fuck off and walked. The editor at large bailed, the whole bit. Oh, yeah. So this won't go well for them. All over one stupid decision. Unbelievable.
There's probably plenty of that going around. Talk about shit being carried by the wind. The refuse been carried by the North Korean trash balloon landed inside the South Korean presidential compound in the capital city of Seoul on Thursday amid rising tensions between the two neighbors. The South Korean Presidential Security Service identified trash that blew up in the air and fell in the office compound early this morning, the service said in the Thursday statement. After a safety inspection, the service collected the fallen objects after confirming they do not contain danger or contagiousness. Just shit.
Wow.
This is the second time one of North Korea's trash balloons fell inside the South Korean presidential office compound. Cross-border balloons have been one element of the recent deterioration in the inter-Korean relations since the election of conservative South Korean President Yoon Suk Yeol.
Good luck with that.
The balloons have been
the stairs. You'll figure it out.
The balloons have been found carrying household waste items, including paper, vinyl, and plastic bottles, according to the South Korean military. Some trash balloons carried manure. Shit, in other words. Several fires have been reported in metropolitan areas attributed to heat timers attached to the balloon. So it's the modern equivalent of leaving someone's burning bag of dog poo on their doorstep.
Yeah. But I mean, it landed in presidential area, and I mean, it could have very well been like a bomb or something, not just flaming crap.
Yeah.
You know, it seems to me that, and like, look at the size of this with the balloons and stuff there. It's not that small. How can they not see this coming?
They used Arnold Palmer's testicles as
that looks like the pair Arnold would have based on Trump's reports on his throbbing penis, you know.
So North Korea launched a total of 5,500 trash balloons at South Korea on 22 occasions from May 28th to September 23rd this year. Lee Sun-young, a spokesperson for the South Korea's Joint Chiefs of Staff, said last month Seoul estimated that North Korea spent 55 million won, which is around $410,000, to produce the balloons. Yeah, they spent quite a lot of money to
send garbage.
Yeah. Sure, there must be a cheaper way to get rid of it.
They're, just between you and me, they're not too bright, are they? That's just not. That's stupid.
Oh, damn. I forgot to put the bins out on Thursday. Oh, no. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll send it up in a balloon.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Tell mommy to get me a couple of balloons. I'll just put the diapers up and be done with it. It's so weird.
Yeah, it is.
They're strange. Yeah.
Just having a look through the story for you. Anything to bring up out about? Yeah, no. Well, I mean, of course, while they're chucking balloons around, other channels are enforcing the fact that Korea is on full nuclear alert. We'll bring you the grounded stories. Maybe not quite so exciting, but
we won't enforce clickbait on you that hard, people. It's not gonna happen.
Nuclear alert! Watch out, everybody! Coming! Oh no!
Get under the desk. There's a report here. Chinese hackers are going hard at Americans right now with the run up to the election. They targeted the phone communications of Trump and J.D. Vance as part of a much broader cyber espionage effort aimed at high-level U.S. targets. Two sources familiar with the matter have spoke out now and said Chinese hackers also targeted people affiliated with the Harris-Wells campaign. Another source told as well, senior Biden administration officials were also targeted. U.S. officials informed the Trump campaign this week that Trump and Vance were among a group of people whose phones were targeted by the Chinese hackers. One of the sources said in a statement that there's no information on if or what was actually obtained. And at this point, there doesn't seem to be any sort of agreed corroboration that any information was actually obtained. It looks like it was just the tampering was caught. But they are talking about how insanely sophisticated this group of hacks are. They seem to be looking for sensitive national security information, including like wiretap warrant requests made by the Justice Department and a few other things. AT&T, Verizon, and Lumen are among the hackers' targets as well. People probing these intrusions, the counter espionage hackers looking into it are unbelievably blown away by the skill and ability of these hackers. And this part really, really gets me, because if they're willing to publicly say how impressive the hack was, that means on the inside, they're running around like chickens with their heads cut off going, holy shit, this is better than we thought they could do. Right? It all comes down to a Chinese hacking team known as Salt Typhoon. Where they got the name, I have no idea. But with elections ramping up and stuff, it's not just misinformation campaigns and social media that are ramping up. It's this garbage too. So I sure hope that everybody in and around and about the election has some hardened security. Because the last thing we need is something for Trump to go, see, it wasn't fair.
Yeah.
Right? We're screwed then. So what's next here?
Yeah, well, talking about hacking, there's nothing to worry about here because a Texas startup named Throne is making waves in a scatological circles after devising a camera that attaches to your toilet and photographs your poo.
Oh, God.
Throne uses a downward-facing camera that securely captures video during each bathroom visit. The Austin-based firm Tech writes, to protect users' privacy, Throne only records the contents of your toilet bowl. The downward-facing camera simply clips onto the toilet rim and snaps videos of your poo, and then afterward, doctor-trained artificial intelligence analyzes the stool and provides insight into the user's daily digestive and hydration status.
And does it have a voice module? What the fuck do you eat, fatty? Dear God!
I hope they didn't get him a nose. Yeah, so Throne is specifically searching for health makers or health markers, should I say, in excrement as well as nuances in the urine to determine the pooper's level of hydration. What if you got one of those like toilet cleaner things, the little blue block that's in there? Your piss is coming out blue. There's something definitely wrong with you. But on a larger scale, monitoring bowel movements can provide valuable insights into digestive health and nutrition absorption, as well as serve as an early warning sign for various conditions like gastrointestinal bleeding. They say it's cost-effective, non-invasive way to keep tabs on overall health.
They're non-invasive. It's a camera in your toilet.
Could be worse. It could be in somewhere else. And for individuals with chronic gastrointestinal diseases, it's an essential part of ongoing management. Yeah, it could be handy. I can see that. But of course, these fecal photo ops do raise some privacy concerns. Because Throne assures prospective users that on the site that they understand that this is health info is incredibly personal, and to protect users' privacy, the digital document only records the contents of your toilet bowl. Any other data is irrelevant to our mission and could compromise our ability to provide accurate health insights, they state. We use image recognition technology to automatically delete any non-relevant images. This ensures that only toilet-related data is retained.
So those of you that are really, really hung like a horse don't have to worry about the tip being photographed as it dangles. I mean, can you imagine the people that work there? Holy God, that guy's got a prick like a dog's tongue. I mean, it's just...
and it's looking at me. It's staring with its one beady eye. They say that the data is anonymized, meaning the data can't be traced back to the original user. But here you go. The toilet cam sets users back $499, though the company is selling it for $299 for those who are financially incontinent and can't wait.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
$499 for a crappy webcam.
oh no, that's but it's so not that. There's going to be some subscription so that the AI can analyze your crap.
Yeah, they didn't mention the subscription fee.
Oh, there's going to be one. Oh man. Oh my God. That's too funny.
Thing is, I've seen this. I've seen talk about this before, but I remember seeing someone on the internet just like posted a chart. Just print the chart out and put it up on the wall. you don't need a webcam to tell you.
Yeah.
Is it squishy? Is it soft? Is there blood in it? You know.
Yeah, which Mr. Hanky is yours?
Yeah. Why has it got sweet corn in it? I haven't eaten sweet corn.
I was gonna say earlier, does this thing come with a corn counter in case you go to like an outdoor cookout or something, you know?
Oh, dear.
So I want to switch gears for a second here because I thought this one was cool. PJCNet in the chat found this, I think. Iceland embraced a shorter work week, right? So Iceland's economy is outperforming everybody of its European peers of the wealthy nations except for one right now, and that's Malta. What is going on is they've decided to cut down the working hours of a week. Some went from 40 to like 36. Others went right down to a 4-day work week. And there's no loss in productivity being noticed. And this has been going on for a good few years now, and it's building and growing stronger. The same amount of work is getting done. Productivity is totally right there. And yet people are happier and have more time to do the things they want to do in life and stuff. It started with a trial of about 2,500 people. And it instantly was obviously a good thing. And it increased and increased. And in 2023, their economy expanded by a good 5%. And like I said, they're only Malta among the rich European countries kept up to them. And there's no sign of it slowing down at all. And it looks like Iceland's going to be a leader in the idea that the 40-hour work week was just a little bit unsustainable and we need to dial it back a notch. And I can't congratulate them enough for dragging us there. It's been tried in a few other places, America as well, but it's been tried on a company per company level instead of an overall approach to it and looking at it. And I think it's an absolutely fantastic idea. I don't see a problem at all. Oh no, somebody that's getting paid like $30 million a year in an upper thing, or some $300 million executive will have to tone it down to $260 million or something. Who cares? You know?
Yeah, keep working at it, Iceland. Get it down to 1 day a week. I'll be happy.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, 1 day a month. But I like it. Yeah, I like those guys. You know, they're doing it the right way. Unlike filming poop for a subscription. That's weird.
Available in the Shills.
Don't say we invented it.
Yeah. Well, we did have that room in Discord where you send pictures of your poop, and then Dick would just assess it and let you know. But I guess we've been outdone. Anyway, we're not going to go on about that. It just makes it sound like we're bitter and twisted. But I've got on to another weird story because there was a lovely church service, Harvest Festival and all that. Year 2 pupils at Hornsey Community Primary School in East Yorkshire were at the Harvest Collect celebration at Hornsey United Reformed Church. And a laptop belonging to a church staff member was being used to project the lyrics of the songs for the children. And as they were singing, "We plough the fields and scatter," the projector was displaying someone else's seed scattering material. That's right, it was full of pornography.
Oh!
What the parents said, 1 minute the children were singing, the next the church is showing the pupils utter filth. the 6 and 7-year-olds were gobsmacked and didn't know where to look, leaving children confused as to the mysterious ways of God.
Could it be
That's funny.
Yes, council safeguarding officers have now been brought in, with church leaders being urged to explain what happened. One elder said, "Well, there's nothing to defend here. We will just let the process take its course." A bit like the porn, I suppose. And ironically, he says, "It's in the hands of the professionals." Well, what was the hand of the professional that put the porn on the laptop?
Mommy, why did that man snake attack that woman?
Why is she trying to eat it? Unfortunately, for a few seconds, some inappropriate content was shown on the screen. Our staff immediately intervened and removed this from the screen. Just like kick the projector off the stand. Quick!
That's funny.
Yeah, he says we are not sure if children were aware of this, and we have not spoken to them about it.
Oh yeah, Sister Mary getting double teamed in the living room, and they had no clue. Yeah,
I just love the fact I haven't even dared address it to the children, just to ask them. What did you see anything?
yeah,
no, just don't even mention it. Pretend it never happened. It's a miracle. It's a miracle.
Yeah. Nothing I never saw before in detention, sir.
Well, they do have like a half naked man hung up on a cross there, so But Mrs. Semper, our safeguarding lead, is following up to ensure the church deal with this in an appropriate manner. East Riding of Yorkshire Council said the school informed families the same day and will not be using the church until we become reassured that this cannot happen again. It sweats on their special, viewing nights. Yeah, the special nights that show at church.
Yeah, I mean, it's obvious that somebody in the place has been watching porn on the system, because that's how you get porn in the system. So, you know what I mean?
It could be a new way to revitalize the church. Get them pack them in the aisles. The church after dark.
Yeah, they call it Pee Wee Herman night. Stroke went off with Jesus. Okay, that's too much. Big shout out here, Joe Medley in the chat. $33 direct donation to the Boom Boom Fund. Let's get it started, he says. I couldn't agree more. Huge shout out, Joe. Thank you very much. Thank you indeed. I only just realized I haven't been watching my one feed of notifications, so
you naughty man, we're going to give you a damn good spanking.
Yeah, that came in a little while ago, and I should have done that earlier. So I'll just give myself this one.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I don't know. Okay, where are we here? You just did church lady. So, okay, we don't have a lot of time now. 4 minutes. Okay, I want to do this one then. Yeah, so see this cute little kid having soft serve McDonald's ice cream. Well, many times in summer, you go to get your soft serve ice cream and you can't get one because the damn machine is broken. And because of restrictive laws, because of the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, the DMCA, all people have to do is use software locks on things, and boom, you can't repair them yourself because you're not allowed to break the software locks. Well, the high courts there in the United States have finally ruled on this thing that's been going on for a while. And McFlurry machines at McDonald's and a bunch of other types of machines for food manufacturing have been granted a 3-year grace period over the Digital Millennium Copyright Act, and third parties will be able to repair those machines now. Huge victory for right to repair and ownership, but it's only for 3 years because the powers that be want to see how the third party industry evolves and reacts and responds to the market and see if it is actually a better situation than what we have now. Now, anybody who knows this stuff knows we will have a better situation when we have third-party right to repair. So this is a huge win, and this will also show other people in other areas like farming and blah, blah, and yada, yada, that these software locks can't be used to lock things away. Like with these McDonald's machines, your nozzle gets clogged and it gets damaged and you can't use it anymore. Even if you had a nozzle to replace it with, the system's designed in such a way that it knows it's been repaired. And unless the technician with their little tablet and their little plug-in resets the machine, it won't work until they show up to do it. That's not right.
Who makes these bloody machines? Hewlett-Packard.
McDonald's was stupid enough to contract it out to some company, and now they've just been licking their wounds ever since because these guys have them over a barrel, right?
That's what I don't understand. McDonald's is huge.
I know.
It's a huge company. They should be able to design and manufacture the flipping own machines.
Yeah, they did the same thing with the McDonald's pizza ovens because when they got rid of McDonald's pizza, lots of people, like myself actually, wanted to get their hands on one of those damn ovens because it can cook a pizza real quick. And they weren't even allowed to sell them off because the company that made them and whatnot wanted their technology and blah, blah, and they were all just gone. Stupid. Yeah. But you want to talk about stupid and corporate and waste of money, you got to make sure you join us for the after show coming up in like 7 minutes or whatever it is, because I have a tale that will just make you go, what the fuck is going on? It happened to me today. It's unbelievable. Unbelievable.
Hey, should we quickly just do this story? We've got a minute.
Yes. Yeah.
There's a bronze poop statue has mysteriously emerged honoring the January 6th Capitol rioters who aimed to keep ex-President Donald Trump in office. Yes, the monument featuring a large turd on top of a desk, sculpted by Donald Trump, was with then House Speaker Nancy Pelosi's name plate on it, and it appeared in front of the National Mall with less than 2 weeks until the presidential election. It had a plaque underneath it stating this memorial honors the brave men and women who broke into the United States Capitol on January the 6th, 2021, to loot, urinate, and defecate throughout these hollowed halls in overturned elections. Oh, unbelievable. How do they even let that happen? Come on.
It's unbelievable. And I know, I don't know about you, but I personally believe that Trump is totally poisoning the well right now to make sure that he has a claim for an unfair election if he loses. But we've got an after show to go. Yeah. We've got a crew to thank. Stay to the end of the credits because there's a redirect that will take you directly to the after show. And as such, you won't miss a thing.
Yeah, you won't ever miss a thing.
And before thanks, I promise never to let them do that again. But a huge thanks to our team. We got Annette who runs the team, PJ CNET running the news crew, Sheena Caldwell, Chris Lundy, and Super Chat and Matt. Remember, we've got our after show coming up in like 5 minutes, so stay right where you are, and we'll see you real soon.
Yeah, thanks everybody for the super chats, donations, and channel memberships, and all that kind of lovely stuff that just keeps the channel ticking over. And don't forget to hit like on the way out. I'm going to do that right now. And share us out wherever you can. There wasn't many people here tonight. Where are you all? What are you all doing? I hope you're all out voting or doing something. Just go outside and grab people and go say, why are you watching the Shills? They're on live now. Go and watch him. Put it on. But anyway, oh well, we'll see you in the after show, and we'll talk to them all there. Yeah, we'll get a bit cozy, a bit cuddly.
Great idea. Yeah, we'll get all cuddly, and everybody can have a good old snuggle by the fire. See you on the after show. Get a drink ready, everybody.
Yeah, I'm going to put your sexy pants on. Are you silly?
I'm going to rub it up.